Alright, so let's talk about something super interesting. Generation Z. You know, the young folks born roughly between the mid-1990s and the early 2010s, there's a buzz around them, especially when it comes to money. People say they're different, they say they're bold, they say Gen Z is ready to take financial risks. But why is that? Is it just youthful recklessness, or is there something more going on here? I think it's much, much more. We're seeing a generation that's rewriting the rules of personal finance, and it's fascinating to watch. They're not just following the old playbook. Think about it. The world Gen Z grew up in is wildly different from any before. They've seen financial crises. They've witnessed incredible technological leaps. They've experienced a global pandemic. These aren't small things. These are major events that shape how you see the world, especially how you see money and security. So when we talk about them taking risks, it's not happening in a vacuum. It's a response, it's an adaptation. It's a strategy for a world that feels, well, pretty unpredictable at times. First up, let's talk about the digital world. Gen Z are true digital natives. They don't remember a time before the internet, before smartphones. This isn't just a fun fact, it's fundamental to how they approach everything, especially money. Imagine having access to a world of information, financial tools, and investment platforms right in your pocket from a young age. That's their reality. They learned to swipe before they learned to write cursive. This constant connectivity has made them incredibly tech-savvy and comfortable navigating complex digital systems. It's second nature. This digital fluency translates directly into their financial behavior. Think about online banking, budgeting apps, and investment platforms. For older generations, these might have been new, perhaps even intimidating technologies to adopt. For Gen Z, it's just another app. It's another part of their digital lives. They can research stocks, buy cryptocurrency, or open a high-yield savings account with a few taps on their phone. This ease of access dramatically lowers the barrier to entry for engaging with financial markets. It makes investing less of a big, scary thing and more of an accessible activity. Moreover, the digital world offers a sense of immediacy and experimentation. Gen Z is used to instant results online. You post a photo, you get likes. Now let's consider the economic environment Gen Z has grown up in. It hasn't exactly been smooth sailing, has it? Many of them came of age or were young during the 2008 financial crisis. They saw its aftermath. They heard their parents talking about job losses, foreclosures, and shrinking retirement accounts. Then, just as they were entering adulthood or early career stages, boom, a global pandemic hits, bringing unprecedented economic disruption. These experiences leave a mark. They create a sense of uncertainty about traditional paths to financial security. This backdrop of economic volatility has, perhaps counterintuitively, made Gen Z more open to taking financial risks. Why? Because the so-called safe options don't seem so safe anymore. The idea of getting a stable job, staying with one company for 40 years, and retiring with a comfortable pension feels like a relic of the past for many. They've seen that even established systems can falter. So, if the traditional routes aren't guaranteed, why not explore alternatives? Why not take a chance on something with higher potential rewards, even if it comes with higher risk? This has fostered a sense of pragmatism and resilience. Alright, let's dive into the world of social media. It's a huge part of Gen Z's life, and yes, it massively influences their financial decisions. We're talking TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit. These platforms are where they hang out, learn, and get inspired. And financial content, or FinTalk and FinTube, is booming. You see young people sharing their investment wins, talking about meme stocks, or explaining complex financial concepts in 60-second videos. This constant exposure normalizes the idea of investing and taking financial risks. It makes it seem achievable and even cool. Then there's the infamous FOMO, the fear of missing out. Social media is a FOMO machine. When Gen Z sees their peers, or even influencers they follow, posting about incredible gains from a particular stock or cryptocurrency, it can create a powerful urge to jump in. They don't want to be left behind. This isn't always a rational driver, of course. It can lead to impulsive decisions and chasing hype. But it's undeniably a factor that pushes some towards riskier investments. The allure of quick profits, amplified by social feeds, is hard to ignore. However, it's not all about FOMO and hype. Section 5, Hustle Culture, Kings and Queens, the entrepreneurial drive of Gen Z. let's talk about the entrepreneurial spirit of Gen Z. This generation is all about the side hustle. They're not just content with a traditional 9-to-5 job, if they even have one. Many are actively seeking out multiple income streams. Think about selling crafts on Etsy, freelancing online, creating content for social media, or even launching their own small businesses. This entrepreneurial mindset is deeply ingrained. They value independence, creativity, and the ability to control their own financial destiny. This isn't just a trend, it's a fundamental shift in how work and income are perceived. This drive for entrepreneurship naturally goes hand in hand with a greater willingness to take financial risks. Starting any kind of business, even a small side hustle, involves risk. You might invest your own time and money with no guarantee of success. But Gen Z seems to embrace this. Section 6. Information overload? No, information power. Gen Z's financial literacy edge. One of the biggest advantages Gen Z has is unprecedented access to information. We touched on this with their digital nativity, but it deserves its own spotlight when we talk about financial literacy. In the past, learning about investing or complex financial products often required expensive courses, financial advisors, or dense textbooks. Today, information is literally at their fingertips. They can learn about budgeting, saving, investing, cryptocurrency, real estate, and pretty much any financial topic you can imagine, often for free, through a quick online search. This is incredibly empowering. This easy access to financial education means Gen Z can become knowledgeable about money matters at a much younger age. They can learn from a wide array of sources, educational websites, YouTube channels, like this one hopefully, podcasts, blogs, online forums, and social media accounts dedicated to financial literacy. This self-directed learning allows them to understand the potential risks and rewards of different financial strategies. Section 7. Calculated gambles. How Gen Z redefines financial risk. So when we put all these pieces together, their digital fluency, the economic uncertainty they faced, the influence of social media, their entrepreneurial spirit, and their access to financial information, a clearer picture emerges. Gen Z isn't necessarily reckless. Instead, they are often making what they perceive to be calculated gambles. They are redefining what risk means in the context of their unique circumstances and future outlook. The old definitions of safe and risky don't quite fit their world. They are adapting to a new financial paradigm. For many in Gen Z, the risk of taking action, of being too conservative, can seem greater than the risk of venturing into new financial territories. With concerns about inflation, the rising cost of living, stagnant wages in some sectors, and the perceived instability of traditional employment, playing it safe might mean falling behind. So investing in growth-oriented assets, even if they are volatile, can feel like a necessary step to build wealth and achieve financial goals like homeownership or early retirement. What's your financial story? Now that we've explored why Gen Z is embracing financial risks, I'm curious to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this? Does this resonate with your own experiences and financial decisions? Are you more willing to explore investments that previous generations might have shied away from? What drives your financial choices? Maybe you've had a great success story or a valuable lesson, and if you're from a different generation, what do you make of Gen Z's approach to money and risk? Have you learned anything from observing their financial behaviors? The conversation around personal finance is always evolving. There's so much we can learn from each other's journeys. This is the place to share it. Your insights, your experiences, your questions, they all add value to this conversation. So don't be shy. Drop a comment below. Section 9. The future is Gen Z, charting a new course for money. As we wrap this up, it's clear that Gen Z's approach to financial risk is not just a fleeting trend. It's a significant shift, born from a unique confluence of technological advancement, economic realities, and cultural influences. They are not just adopting new tools, they are adopting new mindsets. This generation is poised to reshape the financial landscape in profound ways. Their comfort with digital platforms, their entrepreneurial drive, and their proactive stance on learning about money are powerful forces. They are, in many ways, the beta testers for the future of finance. The impact of this will likely be far-reaching. We might see continued innovation in financial technology, fintech, as companies cater to this digitally native and risk-aware demographic. Investment products might become even more accessible, fractional, and perhaps even gamified.